Good day, everyone. Warsimmer here, and today we're not messing around, getting straight into that single-player mission, so let's go ahead, reticulate those splines, and get into the game. We're approaching the border. We have received reports of Russian troops establishing defensive positions along the highway. So this corridor up here, we don't want to give them time to reinforce their positions, move quickly, and secure the first checkpoint rapidly. Let's go ahead and select all of our troops, and we'll get up there right away. I'm going to right-click twice, double-click, and that makes them follow the roads. We've got our 4 Abrams right here, and these bad boys, they can hit 45 miles per hour on pavement. In front, we have 2 Recon Bradleys, it looks like. Equipped with tow missiles, ATGMs. Those are wire-guided, precision missiles, anti-tank missiles. Recon troops as well. And in the back, we have 4 more Bradleys with infantry in the back. Let's take A. Enemy wasn't at Alpha. Beat them to the punch. They're going to establish a supply point here. We have a constant flow of ammunition and spare parts. So in other words, we're going to have a little supply circle up here when our supply truck comes, and we can make sure our tanks are repaired and we have ammunition. We have active protective systems on our tanks and our Bradleys. Don't be afraid to jump into the middle of the fray. We do want to be cautious and smart about what we do, however, so we can click on one of these Bradleys. You see right here we have smoke, which you can hit the X button to deploy, and these active protective systems, which deploy automatically. Let's go ahead and take Bravo. We'll devise a plan. You can double-click on any unit, and it selects all of that unit on the screen. I'll assign our tanks to Control 1. You can see this lit up right here. That means whenever I hit the 1 key, I'll automatically select all my tanks, put them right here. I don't want to push them up too far, just because you can see this is kind of a funnel point, right? And we could have our flanks attacked from here or from here. And also, this is a town, prime spot for ATGMs, Concours Russian anti-tank guided missiles. They're equivalent of the TOW. Let's go ahead and get our recon unit up here. I'm not going to attack up through here because there's no road, so it's not easy access for traveling. But I want to make sure we have eyes over here just to keep an eye on our flank. And also, if you look up here, let's say right here, we hold the Alt key to see line of sight. Looks like we have great visibility on that town. If we can get that recon guy up there and overlook this town, he'll give us a great recon opportunity. So we'll just right-click and hold Shift to designate waypoints. Now I'm going to hit U, which is the unload button. We'll unload right there. This dude's going to hop out. I'm going to have him snake up through here and get a good vantage point from here. Similarly, on the right, we'll take this Bradley with the scout. And I'm going to put him, let's go here first. Shift click, U to right here. And now let's get our infantry. I'm going to have them come up on the right flank. Hold Shift, unload here. And basically I'm going to have this infantry camping out in these woods, keeping them concealed. And when the time comes, we'll be able to hit them hard and fast on the flank right here, overtake the town. I just want to make sure, before I advance these Abrams up, that they're going to be safe from ATGMs. So remember, ATGMs have a very long range. Longer range than the 120mm cannons that the Bradleys have. Or I'm sorry, that the Abrams have. Our scout dismounted now. I want to make sure I click this, which means he will return fire only because his purpose is recon. It's not to attack the enemy. Good vantage point from here. Hopefully he won't get spotted and he'll give us eyes the entire time we take over Bravo. Now I'm just going to try to scout a little bit. I'm going to move my tanks up here. Front armor facing forward. That's where it's thickest. I do wish that Broken Arrow automatically made your tanks face towards the nearest threat, the nearest anti-tank threat. Doesn't work like that. Look at that ATGM. Stop him. Pop that smoke. We're going to reverse. Remember, ATGMs have a very long range. Right here. Concours, exactly. So what I'm going to do is use my points. I have 490. And we're going to go to our support vehicle and call in this MCV. 2 of them. And we'll put them right here in this parking lot where they're behind the tree line. They fire 120mm mortars, an effective range of I think around 2 miles or 2.5 miles. I can't remember exactly, but we should be able to hit them from here. We're going to nail the shit out of this building right here, take out that concourse so our tanks can move up effectively. Let's take them out now. And see, we still have eyes on this position. I'm assuming because of this recon dude right here. We're going to go ahead and do a fire mission. Make sure we're using explosive ammo rather than smoke for medium duration. Let's do a long duration, actually a long salvo. And we're going to use a point mode of precision strike right on the building, take out these Concours, these ATGMs. I think what I want to do, I'm thinking we're going to hit this flank hard. I don't see any infantry right now in this building. There could be, though, because they could be hiding. what I'm going to do is after they finish their salvo, after these mortars finish their salvo, I'm going to lay a smoke screen right along this path right here to conceal our movements. Infantry's going to rush into that building. We're going to take it down.
Infantry ready for action.
Wasted. Erased. All right, now let's go ahead and go back to our mortars. I'm going to control 3 with them, so they're the third hotkey. Go back to the fire mission. We're going to switch to smoke ammunition. We're going to do a short salvo because we're not doing a wide area. And I'll just left click and drag. And you'll see we're going to lay a line of smoke right across there. Now when this infantry goes to occupy these buildings, I'm going to simultaneously move our tank column up. And they'll support one another. Combined arms.
Infantry here.
Good, good, good. Tanks. Moving up. Here goes our infantry. Now, once they clear this tree line, they're going to be exposed. I'm going to hit Z. The Z key or this will make them sprint, and you'll see them move faster. Boom. There they go. Oh, it's occupied. 5 Russian soldiers in there. We'll take them out quickly. We outnumber them greatly. Now, this infantry, they do have short-range anti-tank missiles. Heat rounds, it looks like. Got them. Got the BMP. BMP is an anti-infantry vehicle, but if you catch them close, you can wreck them. Oh. X. Oh.
We didn't have to do that because remember the concourse? They're wired, guided. Literally that dude sitting there with his eyes on the camera, making sure the crosshairs stay on the target. If he's dead, he can't guide that missile anymore. Let's keep moving these tanks up.
So because it is on a platform that's man-guided, it's a little slower than shooting a 120mm cannon that you get from the Abrams. So if you have the opportunity, you can close that gap before the ATGM can get there, and you can wreck that BMP before he's able to hone in on you with that missile. Oh, we got troops here. Let's reverse. They have their own short-range anti-tank guns. R to reverse. We're backing up. I think we're going to be okay, though, and we're going to move this infantry here. Got him. This should give us Bravo. Yeah, so all the troops are eliminated from this position. We're going to set up resupply points at each checkpoint as we progress. So in other words, as we capture each location, Bravo, Charlie, and so on, we're going to have a supply circle in the middle, and we can move our tanks, our armor, anything that's damaged into that, and it will replenish the ammunition. For instance, let's go to our mortars. We can move them into the middle of the circle if it's right here, and they'll get their ammo back. So we've already wasted almost 20 rounds of those 120mm mortars, but we'll replenish them at the supply zone. Let's look at our Bradleys now. Now, ideally, Bradleys, as you can see, we talked about it earlier, they have tow missiles. I'm going to select these two, and we'll just move them right here. These two, I'm going to move around on the flank, shift-clicking up to here. So Bradleys use those tow missiles, which are very effective tank killers. However, like I said, it takes a while to get there, and the Bradley itself is a frail vehicle. So if you found a Bradley in a fight with a T-72, the T-72 is going to wreck it in a direct fight. However, if it stays out of range of the T-72 and is supported by tanks, these Abrams pushing up front, they can provide awesome flanking fire, and basically it's almost like support artillery as the Abrams advance. You can see right here a nice tree line to get our infantry in so we can do a close range assault. I'm sure up here there's ATGMs as well. We'll deal with it in the same manner.
Brad here. We're combat ready.
Moving on up. I'm going to keep these tanks moving just for now. The Abrams have a great suspension system. They can fire on the move just as effectively. Let's stop, pop the smoke,
And we'll reverse back to resupply because if you look at one of them, they're out of smoke. We need more smoke. But back again to the Abrams firing on the move. Simplified, they have something called an advanced fire control system, which is a computer that calculates things like relative speeds, range, winds, and a torsion bar suspension system that's much better than the T-72s.
Return fire only because he's scouting as well. He's going to guard our flanks. Look at that visibility he has so he can tell us if anybody is coming up and getting ready to wreck us. Look at those bad boys. Okay, here's a good example. See that BMP? Didn't even get a chance to launch. If he did, we just wrecked him before that could get to us. Now we go. Let's stop. Smoke! Back up. And he just revealed his position right here. Back to our mortars. Make sure we're on explosive. We're going to do a long salvo Precision strike right on the building. Eliminate them. Let's make sure that our riflemen are picked up by the Bradleys. Just click on the Bradley, then right-click on the infantry, and they'll go ahead and load automatically. Again, the plan is, I don't want to come up too far this way because there's a road, so there might be troops, enemy troops on this road. So I'm going to try to come in through here, snake in through here, and be ready to assault when the time comes. You'll see they're about to pick that infantry up. Our eyes show nothing over here. Infantry holding Bravo. And our troops are loaded. Unload them right here in the woods. And there could be infantry in here. We want to be careful. Bradley's kind of in a precarious situation if they go into those woods. We have infantry supporting them. That ATGM, that Concours, is probably destroyed by now. Let's go ahead and move our tanks up just a hair. They each have one smoke round. Let's do it. These two Bradleys, I'll push them up to here. I'm going to give them some infantry support, just because, like I said, I don't want to run into any infantry in these woods. We'll call 2 units of them up here, just for support. Infantry here is dismounted. Let's move them up. Keep the Bradleys in the back. We don't want them to run into any missiles right in their face. Nice, got that BMP wrecked. Smoke! I didn't see what building it was from. Ah! Alright, let's keep going. We're going to sprint across this open ground. I'll hit the Z key. Hit 3, the hotkey for our mortars, and we're going to lay a smoke screen. Just like that. Give them some coverage. And we'll see what happens here. The main priority is we minimize our vehicle losses. We don't want to lose more than 4 vehicles. So, infantry, sorry guys, you're a little disposable. There they go. Hopefully no one's in the building. Alright, excellent. Let's resupply our armor while we're at it. They have no more smoke rounds. Oh, something happened here. Oh, BMP. They'll take them out. Got it. Close range. BMPs are fucked against infantry. That's why it's so difficult to take armor into towns nowadays. You just have so much anti-tank options when it comes to your personnel. It's not like it used to be back in the day where you had these huge anti-tank guns. You literally have these handheld anti-tank weaponry that can just wreck people up close. Looking good. Tanks, let's get them resupplied. Once they get to 2 smoke rounds, I'm going to push them up. We'll see what we can find up here. Look at this. Infantry's here in support. I'm going to unload them right here. And we're just going to push up slowly. Push these Bradleys up as well. Oh, let's halt them. Concours versus tow. There it goes. Done. Hit him from the side. Have them use the roads to be as quick as possible. And I'm even going to move my mortar. Actually, I'm not going to push the mortars up yet. You don't want to be too close. Oh shit, I didn't see that. Alright, we got infantry in this building and this building. So what we can do is go to our mortars, take care of them. We'll do a long duration here. And then we're going to do a long duration here. So if we hold the shift button, you can assign 2 fire missions, which is awesome. One right there, we got 2. That's the building where the ATGMs are. Have them go here as quick as possible. Get behind this tree line so they can't be targeted by the Concours. Lovely, lovely, lovely. This building, we don't want to forget. It's this one. Let's bring up some more infantry and support. Let's move this infantry up. And they're just here to support our flanks. Better visibility here. Moved on to the second building now, where we shift queued the orders. You just hold the shift button and issue 2 orders at once. We'll wreck this building, and then we have ATGMs right here. Same thing, right? So that's the whole thing about your strategy, okay? They occupy static positions. They're not doing anything about it. Wreck them with what you have. You can see we have 950 points right now. No reason to spend it, okay? A lot of times if you think just because you have points you have to spend it, it actually puts an increased load on you because you have to micromanage more, and you think, what do I have to spend things on? You're not focusing on what you need to focus on, all right? Just do what you need to do, and if you find that you need something, then you look up into the left corner and you say, oh, I have money to spend, I need anti-tank weaponry, spend it. MCV's targeting that ATGM position now. 4 rounds left. That's unfortunate, but you know what? All we have to do is go resupply. Infantry, move them up to the middle of the woods here. We've got our Bradleys on the outskirts. Keep those tanks out of the woods. We don't want them fucked up. Mortars getting resupplied. Let's get them fully restocked. And while we're waiting, let's look at how nice the infantry looks, right? So there's a few things, just a couple qualms I have about this game at this moment. I think the graphics have the potential to be lovely, like I said earlier, but it's just, it looks a little jaggy. They just need a softening filter, maybe, for things off in the distance. But look at this infantry. Nice 3D models. Looks a lot better than Warno to me. They look great, especially their movements. The animations are a lot more natural, especially as they go right through those sedans. Yeah, looking good, boys. Ooh. Oh, and we got fire. What's going on? Oh, just random infantry. Armor will take care of that. Alright. That's enough mortars for now. Let's bring them up to right here. Got a little bit of an infantry firefight in the woods. I think we're going to be okay. You can see this little red crosshair means they're in a fight right now. So let's say this guy didn't have the red crosshair. You want to move him up to attack because he's not supporting. Losing some men here, but I think we got him. Okay, let's go ahead and target. Explosives, long duration, pinpoint accuracy. Goodbye ATGM. They were moving the tanks up. And lighting up that building. Alright, same plan as last time. Infantry coming around through the concealment of these woods to the right flank, occupying that building. And I'm not even going to use a smoke screen because look how close it is to the woods. I think they can just make it if we just make them sprint at the very end. Tanks, where are you? Right here. Let's have them go here, then up here. I'm not even going to tell them to stop. I just want them to go straight on. They can fire fine with the suspension system they have. Alright. Infantry sprinting. Made it. Tanks coming on up. This infantry. Let's go ahead and move to this building. Still nobody. However, you can see we are in this square, but we're not occupying Zone Charlie, so there is infantry remaining. Let's move these tanks up here so they're behind buildings. I bet the ATGM is here. May not be ATGM. Might be infantry. We'll see. These tanks up here. Oh, there we go. Back up. That short-range anti-tank weaponry. Back up. Got him. Now we're occupying. Excellent, excellent, lovely. Let's move this infantry to this building. 2 Bradleys on the right flank. These Bradleys up here on the left flank. I want to keep them behind our main armored column advance, our Abrams, because the Abrams take the brunt of the attack. These guys fire in support with their longer range and more fragile armor. BMP coming up. Let's go ahead and advance the tanks up to here. And they can just fire on the move, close the range on that BMP so the BMP won't have a chance to get that ATGM off. Let's see what happens here. He's getting ready to fire. You'll see that ATGM launch. Didn't even have a chance. ATGM launches, but gone before he even gets a chance. Let's stop him right here before we get in the tank, anti-tank range. Infantry will take care of it. Let's advance to Delta. Take our Bradleys over here. We'll go up here. Unload into the woods. Keep our Bradleys from being exposed over this area. Bring this scout up to here. Checking alt to see what he can see. I think that's a good position. Right here. These Bradleys, we'll bring them right into the woods. Right here. Another quick tip. Hit the home key and it shows you elevation. So you can see, look at this perfect funnel like I was talking about. The highway is very low. Everything else surrounding it, hills, okay? Supply right here. Let's get those Abrams in it. Get them repaired. We'll be good to go. Let's position these Bradleys over here. This is our Scout Bradley. You can see the binoculars. Put him here, here, and then hold Alt. Good field of view right there. Make sure he's only returning fire. Regular Bradleys right here. Here's some fire going on our flanks. That's where we're being enveloped by the enemy, like our commander said. However, these green troops, our allies, are basically pickets. They're screening units to make sure that we're aware of any approaching enemy columns if they're coming in force in any direction, and we can go ahead with our interior lines and reinforce. Zoom in to make sure we're only selecting these Bradleys. Excellent. And we're going to go ahead and unload them right here. Just hit the U button, click right there, they'll automatically follow the roads. Let's roll. Cavalry scouts. Good vantage point from this position. Let's just have them go. Worried about these Bradleys right here if infantry approaches, so I'm going to move this infantry up to here. These guys up to here. Oh, we got some armor. That's bad. Oh boy, that's bad. If we have to back up, we have to back up. Pop that smoke. Get out. So we have armored columns coming up here. Get them into the woods. Ooh, we're in trouble. Oh, we're in trouble. We're going to lose them. No more smoke. Let's unload that infantry. Alright. Let's move our tanks up through here then. I think that's perfect. And we can just... We have this roadway right here to come in through the town if we need to. We did lose that one Bradley. Unfortunately, we'll just camp out here for now. Let's get this guy back. He can't move, he's immobile. I think we're going to be okay if we get these tanks up. Let's go ahead and get 2 more Abrams. Bring them up here. We'll just basically do a large pincer this direction, get the town. Use our mortars, as usual, to get rid of the ATGMs. Oh boy. Let's see if we can get these guys. Let's go for the BMP first. Nice.
Infantry at your command, sir.
Looking good, looking good. I'm going to leave the armor right here. We don't know what's laying beyond here. Could be ATGMs. Scout's not seeing anything, though. Let's move this infantry up. I'm going to go ahead and see if I can get a jump at this scout. Look at that field of view. That's where we're going. Right there. Look at that. Reserve Abrams coming up. Just double click here. We'll make them go right up the middle while these Abrams come around the side. Let's see what we find if we push up. I'm going to hit Q. So you'll see that turns to a target when you hit Q. That means they'll stop and fire if they see the enemy. Still have 2 smoke rounds with these Abrams, so we're looking good. I hate that we lost that Bradley. Infantry on the move, coming around here. So you can really see what I mean when I say this is a little slower paced, at least the single player campaign, than Warno. However, it's very involved, okay? So it's a weird dichotomy because there's a lot of micromanagement. You have to manage things very manually, right? You really have to get your hands in there and get them dirty, but it's not necessarily about speed, it's more about your strategic thinking, right? Look at all those BMPs. Ooh. Okay, I'm just going to do a big push. So let's do a smoke screen right up here down the middle. Just like this. These tanks, I'm going to move them up. Fire on the move. Let's go ahead and bring these tanks up. Now, let's bring our infantry. There's the ATGMs. Let's see what we got here. Here they come. Here they come. Overwhelm them. Got him. Troops there. Pop that smoke. Let's get back. A little too intense. A little too hot. See if we can get our troops to run to the building. Get our mortars to assist now. Explosives. This building. That infantry needs support. They're outnumbered. Oh, and they got... Oh, okay. Take them out. Take them out. Get that BMP. You still got the smoke. We can go into the woods if we need to. Hit him. Hit him. There we go. Let's get out of here. We got ATGMs up here. Here's our scout coming around, remember? He's got that great vantage point. Ah, infantry got wiped. It's alright, we got 2 more we'll bring up. Let's push these Bradleys up here.
Scout team at your command.
Looked like he was up here, I think. A little hard to tell. But I think that's where he was. I think that's where he was. So let's go ahead and do a fire strike right there. Let's move these tanks up behind this building. I think we can make it. They have 1 more smoke round if they need it anyway. See? Oh no. Nice. Let's see what happens. Yep, that building. That's what we wanted. Pop the smoke. Go. Use the building as cover. Can't see us. Excellent. So we are moving up in position. Mortars hitting the ATGM. Our scout giving us a good overlook of everything going on. We know what's coming down the road. And again, he's not going to fire. He's on return fire mode. And we know there's nothing in these woods because our scout went through it. So our tanks, our Abrams, are free to move through. Looking good. Looking good. These tanks got a nasty surprise for you, Mr. BMP. Let's see. I wish they automatically angled. Ooh, who's he firing at? Oh, that's great. That's all we needed. Got him. Reverse behind the building. Why don't we go ahead and get you guys back here to where you can get resupplied. Back up our Abrams a little bit. When this infantry wraps around, we'll get him. Oh boy. Did not mean to do that. Let's get this guy going. Let's get him behind this tree line. He should be fairly safe if we get him here. Yeah, we'll just unload right here. Oh, our scout got spotted. Got wrecked by that BMP. We got him here. Smoke. Back our Bradley up into the woods. Drop off the infantry. Put him here. And the Bradley. Reverse. We might have an opportunity to swing these tanks around and envelop. We'll go ahead and move the infantry on up. We could lay a smoke... Oh shit, we should lay a smoke screen. Take them out. Alright, let's move. Take that building. We should have Delta secured. And we're capturing Delta now. 1 more checkpoint. The road to Kaliningrad will be open. Flank activities worrying us a little bit. We have been probed. And our pickets, our screeners, here on the edges have been warning us. We want to capture that last checkpoint, Echo. Let's go ahead and take it, man. Armored column. Wow, that's a big armored column. Look at these guys. They are just ready to go. Alright, smoke screen worked right there. We're going to keep pushing up. Got him. Here's our Bradley. Going up to that house up there. It gives us a good vantage point on our right flank. Let's just keep pushing. Right to this bridge. Right underneath of it. Bradleys. Let's move them up. She said she needs backup. But I gotta be honest, I really don't see anything too threatening. Got some BMPs here. Maybe a T-72. Yeah, T-72. I think we're fine. What I can do, actually, let's go to support. Or let's go to vehicles and bring up 2 more Abrams just to this point right here. Still advancing. I don't see anything here. I don't even see any ATGMs. Or mortars. Let's bring them up. There we go. Smoke. Back them up. I think it was this building was one of them. So, let's do a fire mission. Right here. And we'll find out where the other one is in just a second. I really want to get some infantry up here somehow. Bradley's looking good. Right here. He can hit units coming down that road. Scout right here. Both of them set. Actually, I'm going to have the Bradley fire ATGMs if he needs to. Let's see what's going on. Got those mortars going. BMP. Probably not going to be able to hit us with the ATGM from that far. Yeah. Let's go ahead and put these riflemen in this Bradley. I wish we could get more riflemen, but we don't have any Bradleys left to assist. They have to go on foot. Take way too long. Alright, that's done shelling. Tanks only. I don't want to move the Bradleys up. And let's see what we can find. Let's be really vigilant and see what building that ATGM's firing from. Oh, BMP. Let's pay attention.
Armored is rolling out.
Still no signs of the concourse. I think we're going to be... Oh, there it is. This building. Pop the smoke. Fire mission. I think we're good. Let's back up just a little bit to be safe. Oh, come on, man. I think it missed. I think we're good. I can hear action on our flanks. Oh, there is a little bit, huh? Let's back up. So from here, he still has a good vantage point, but he's hidden in the woods. He won't fire until they've closed with his rage. X! Oh, missed it. Missed it. Okay, he's damaged. I need to repair him. Let's get him closer. Got him right before the ATGM got there. How cool was that? That's what I'm talking about. So, like, when these T-72 operators fire their concourse, they have to manually guide that in. The guy that fires it literally has to keep the crosshairs on the target, and they travel around, I think, 200 meters a second. So, like, let's say you're going for 2,000 meters. That's 10 seconds. It's more than enough time for an Abrams to get a beat on him. Bam, you'll get him, baby, before he even hits you. We got to get up there. Nothing we can do. I'm going to back this guy up because he is damaged. No smoke rounds left. Oh, he's in trouble. Okay, let's get these BMPs while we can. Keep going. Keep going. We just got to get up and close them. We can punch them in the mouth. Oh, they're like the archers, right? Oh, there's still troops there. Keep going. Keep going. Just push. Just push. Come on. Got him. Out of range of their anti-tank rounds. They're still infantry in Echo because we haven't taken it over yet. Or do you need infantry to actually possess? I don't know. Let's go ahead and load up here. We'll take them up here to see. Ooh, I'd really like to get a scout up there. I don't know if we have enough time, but let's try it. What's this? No more smoke left. Get out of here. These two, though. These three. Move up. There's the last infantry. Eating that in the side armor. Don't like that. Oh, man. May not be good. The guardrails. Oh, that's a lot of ATGMs. Oh. I don't know if he's going to make it. Come on, baby. Got him. Look at that health. Woo! You getting out of here. Let's not get too close. We've captured everything. We're looking good. Alright, we have Echo. We've got Kaliningrad. The column's going to begin moving forward. Let's push these armors up. We want to make sure we get this BMP before the ATGM gets in range. Our flanks are still threatened. They can't hold on their own. I don't know if I believe... Ooh, that does look kind of rough, doesn't it? Let's go ahead and move these guys down here. Let's see if we can spare one of these Abrams. Still looking good up front. Let's get these Abrams back.
Friendly fighting vehicle at your command, sir.
Good vantage points for these Bradleys. Perfect one right there. This Bradley, let's put him. Look at that. Beautiful. Put him right there. 5 of 7 toes. 3 of 7 toes. We'll still be okay. Let's move this infantry here. Just make sure we're positioned well. We have one more Bradley. Where can we place him? I think that would do right there. Let's put him right there.
Moving the next waypoint.
Palm's on the move and has reached checkpoint Alpha. And again, that is a large column. Look at that. We've got some mechanized artillery going on the road. Looks like more mechanized artillery. There they go. Everything looks good. This tank and this tank, they have damage. I'm going to send them back to resupply, and then we can use them as reserves in case our flanks are threatened. Okay, this right here. Let's move this tank right here. Give him a good field of view. These Bradleys need to be repaired. Let's give support with these mortars. Right now we're looking good. Nice and pretty. And he's given us a pair of Apaches. Excellent, excellent. And we have the points for it, probably? We do. Let's take them out and see what these bad boys can do. See this tank we sent on our flank? Oh, he should be able to take out that T-72. Take him, take him. He's gonna get the round off first. 120 millimeter in your face! Gone. Alright, let's repair him. Bradley's repairing as well. Check out this gorgeous pair of Apaches. Wonderful air-to-ground platform. Excellent ground support. And if you look at their weapon loadout, they have something called the JAGM. Basically, it's the big daddy of the Hellfire. It's an updated version of the Hellfire. It uses a lot of the same components of the Hellfire. Key component that's different is that it is fire and forget, whereas the Hellfire was laser guided, and you had to actually maintain visual on the target. You don't have to do this with the JAGM. And they wreck armor, anything on the ground. We'll send them up here. And also remember, it's not relevant right now, I don't need it, but you can hit V, and that is a hotkey to shift the altitude of your helicopters. V would place them lower to the ground. Toggle it to make them go up high again. Column's still moving up. They are now to checkpoint, looks like Charlie. We're going to go ahead and support down here with our Apaches. I don't think they're going to burst through. You never know, though. If you go ahead and hit the home button, you can see right here, elevation. So we won't be able to see these guys, these tanks in the middle of that supply circle. We won't be able to see these guys moving in until they come down the hill. It's kind of a reverse slope situation. We should be able to manage that because these Abrams will kill the T-72s. And our Apaches are coming. There goes those JAGMs. Wreck them. Got them, got them. Make short work of the infantry. Lovely, lovely. Look at that. That's what we needed. Up at the head of our spear. Still looking good. That column is still pushing forward. All of our flanks are covered. A nice picket group. Nice screens. We only lost 2 vehicles. I think we are going to absolutely win the day here. And here's our column off to Kaliningrad. We are at Echo. One last push and we're there. Don't let the enemy hit it now. That'd be so stupid to fail after being so close to reaching our goal. I agree, Mr. Commander. Let's see what we can take care of. I think we can handle anything thrown at us right now.
I guess if you were to ask my honest thoughts on this game, I do enjoy it, but it is very similar to Warno. It feels a bit slower paced, but I know a lot of you are going to be turned off by that pacing. It is a little faster than normal. I do think this game can work out if the single-player campaign pans out.
As they're traveling low to the ground, I want them behind that tree line, just in case there's any AA. I doubt there will be. We can see off here in the distance that column advancing in tangent with our Apaches. This is where the game looks really good. Look at that. I like that. The only thing I do not like is the AA. Again, it looks a little too sharp for me. On our way to Kaliningrad. That armored fist, that spearhead coming right through. Minimal losses under our command. Hit F11. And you can see we only lost 2 vehicles. Alright guys, so that is the Broken Arrow single-player content creator demo. I really appreciate you joining us today. It was a blast. I want you guys to have an excellent week, and I will see you again shortly. Also, my son, Averett, 8 years old, has something to say.
I just got this book from the library at school, and I'm going to make a craft out of it. And that might be in the art video that me and my dad is going to make.
You heard it here first, guys. Averett, 8 years old, extraordinaire, going to make a craft video. Lovely day.
And it's a mask.
And it's a mask.